they have move forward in a positive way. And one of the things that has helped me a lot is our chapter of the National Speakers Association here in Colorado. We're the largest chapter in the country, and I had the privilege of being president of it. But I remember when I went to my very first meeting, and I came home and I asked my wife Joanne. My wife Joanne asked me. She said, "Well, what was it like?" And I said, "It was a room full of me, people that loved what they were doing, they were excited, etc." And so, one of the things I would recommend for anyone listening to this podcast is find a community if you don't have one where you can visit online, encourage, help one another, which is exactly what our chapter is doing, what the national offices are doing as well. But that community makes a huge, huge difference. So you want to look for community. The other thing I want to mention is something that helped me a lot in broadcasting early on. And Tom, I think you would relate to this because you demonstrate it in the way that you interact with people. You make it conversational, very enjoyable, very relaxing. I don't know if you remember the fellow by the name of Joel Roberts.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And Joel Roberts is an old friend. I haven't seen him though for several years, and he's a media coach and a fellow broadcaster. He had the top afternoon drive program in Los Angeles, and I believe now he's headquartered in Nashville. But we were talking one day, and he teaches on this about who makes the best guest on a podcast or a radio show or a television show. And I would say this formula would work in terms of what you offer. You may not offer a radio or television or podcast program, but what you offer. And the three areas were the problem that you address, the opportunity missed if people don't take advantage of what you have to offer, and the myth that you're destroying. So, for example, let's say one of the problems out there is so many people are living lives of